Finally, for this week, I'd like to draw your attention to the way in which the survivor's impulse to record and narrate for the purposes of posterity shapes this book. In the Truce, the survivor's impulse to bear witness to a traumatic experience is translated from being a bare account of murder, crimes, and suffering to something more joyful, more general, and more expansive. Levi records, for example, Mordoneham and Cesare as representatives of cultures and ways of life that were wiped out by the Nazis. But that's not the only form of recording that he's engaged in giving us these vivid human portraits. Look at the way he narrates the end of another fleeting encounter, this time with a young Ukrainian woman called Galina. In the middle of May, a few days after the end of the war, Galina came to say goodbye to me. She was leaving. They told her she could go home. Did she have a travel order? Did she have money for the train? No, she answered, laughing. There's no need. These things always arrange themselves. And she disappeared, sucked up by the emptiness of the Russian space, into the pathways of her boundless country, leaving behind a bitter scent of earth, of youth, of joy. This is obviously a very moving passage, but it also sums up the inner logic of this book. Something about the book's inner logic is captured in Galina's fleeting scent, the bitter scent of earth, of youth, of joy. Smell is always a passing phenomenon. It's something that happens in the moment and then goes. And the logic of this book is informed in every way by the experience of disaster and especially of survival. In the colorful encounters and events that the Truce narrates, the goal is always to center attention on passing connections, moments of solidarity, on ephemeral experiences and connections. The kind of connections and experiences which every life contains, but which are usually forgotten. This is a novel that makes a claim for and creates a space for all sorts of things and people that are usually erased from the record. This is one of the ways in which this book is, as well as being a literal journey, a symbolic one, a psychological odyssey of a wounded human spirit gradually bringing itself back to life and learning to love the world again.